So I'm here today with Rhonni Rocks. It is a Sunday night. We've just finished off the Georgia Renaissance Festival's fifth weekend.
Fifth weekend, yes.
Fifth weekend,
yes.
And she is preparing dinner for us. It's a let me just.
We have a lentil dal, little bright red lentils. I'm toasting papadums right now, which if you do them in the microwave for 1 minute, you don't have to fry them. So I love that. So now that means I'll be this little obnoxious beeping over and over again, but. And we're talking about food and liking yourself enough to take the time to make something healthy.
Right.
This is my road kitchen. This is like this little camp kitchen that I set up for 2 months. It's just, basically it's a storage shack with some shelves in it and a stove. I'm not allowed to have propane inside the building, so my propane's actually out there next to a dorm fridge. So it's kind of a funny little kitchen. We haul water, and yet it's still one of my favorite kitchens in the country because my friends come to it, you know. It's
right.
Just kind of a hangout. I get to cook for friends and spend some real time with them.
Now, the reason that she's doing this is actually I talked to her today about doing a vlog because she's so animated. She should do her own vlogs and increase, you know, whatever she's doing. You can see she's kind of a foodie. She's RhonniRocks.com, and she was talking today about somebody who wasn't eating well, and what was your starting comment?
Well, somebody asked me for a question of, I need some recipes that don't involve refrigeration or cooking, and my first thought was, you need to like yourself more than that.
Right.
And that's not really what this girl needed to hear, so I'm like processing it with my friends of how can I, because it's still the underlying message that I want her to get, that you need to take the time and like yourself enough to prepare something. I mean, I was just telling Morden here that I am best at making really healthy, fabulous meals when I'm cooking for me and for myself and my husband.
Right.
Because we want to grow old together. We're
yes.
clear about that. It's easy. It's intuitive. When I'm by myself, I have to remind myself I like myself enough to spend 45 minutes putting a dinner together. So, you know, so I get being, you know, young and traveling, and I don't want to deal with an ice chest. Don't go in and ask a foodie what they can make. This person implied that they were living on power bars and beef jerky, and you know, and I'm looking for something for it. It's like she's not even boiling water to make ramen noodles. You know, this is like, you have to like yourself more than that.
Right, and I translated this to other things, and I was like, well, that really hit home with me because, well, for one thing, sometimes I like crap. On other things, there's stuff that I'm moving towards doing, and I'm like, oh, I'm dragging my feet on, you know, some parts of chasing and catching my dreams, and I'm like, well, I really have to like myself enough to do that, to move forward with that. And for Rhonni, it's like, she's like, well, I've been thinking about a vlog, and I'm like, well, you should like yourself enough to be doing that as well. And this is a great message that you can get out to everybody. Yeah. So we're doing this vlog for you, and maybe she'll put it on her site. I know I will put it on my site. And is there anything else, you know?
No, I'm Rhonni Rocks on YouTube. So
Rhonni Rocks, RHONNI Rocks on YouTube. Do you have a tagline or anything? Let Rhonni rock your kitchen?
No, I don't really have a tagline other than somebody asked me what my superpower was.
What is your superpower?
My superpower is you can too. I know, isn't that a good one?
That's right, because you're creating the possibility. Look, this is what I do. You can too.
Yeah, because I have a really extraordinary but completely abnormal, outside-the-box life. I live in 4 places a year. You know, I mean, I'm all over the place. My life works for me, but it's not what you're told in your high school counselor's not going to mention a life like this.
No.
So.
But you can too.
Yeah, you can.
Even if you're in the corporate world, you can have a fantastic life doing a little, you know, eccentric stuff.
Make it fit you. I mean,
make
that's
it
my
and
thing.
make it
I
fun.
Make it fit me, and you can too.
You have to like yourself enough to do that.
Right.
Maybe that's your.
Excellent. Excellent. Be well.
Welcome to my modern world.